What up, what up? We back. Here we go. For all y'all that saw my last video, shit was pretty interesting. Classic. Absolutely classic. But whatever. It gave me an opportunity to restart and reshape my wave pattern. You know, I was trying to shift it anyway. And I got to start fresh. And I think it's good to start fresh every once in a while. Your wave's gonna come back quicker, they're gonna come back better, because you know what you're doing now, you're just not starting out. And I'm gonna show y'all what I've been into. Alright? For first couple days, all I did was I wasn't even brushing. Really. First couple days, all I did was get in the mirror every day, grab my handy dandy hand mirror, and I just watched the way my hair was growing, especially in the crown area. I just studied my natural growth pattern. Once I figured out my natural growth pattern, and I decided how I was going to brush it, because I still am changing my pattern. I'm changing the front and the top. They still very similar to what I had before, but the back, I'm doing something completely different in the back. I'm trying to step my game up a little bit. So once I got the pattern down, and I decided how I was going to brush it to achieve the vision that I had in my head, because you got to visualize it first. You got to see what you want before you start brushing, so that you know how to brush your hair. So once I decided which way I was going to brush it, I started going in with this, my new bitch. Oh, softy. Y'all know I use crown brushes. Crown brushes. I got a couple more around here too. All day, every day. So I started going in with this. Brushing like 2 to 3 times a day, at least a half hour apiece. Just putting in work. Brushing it in my natural growth pattern. You know. And a little bit of peach fuzz on top of my head. Y'all seen this before. I told y'all about this before. This is what hold me down. Everybody like, you came back quick. Here. This is what hold me down right here. So I've been using this about once a day. Usually at night, because it's a little greasy. I told y'all that before. I don't like to have that greasy feeling in my head, so I use it at night before I go to bed, before I wrap it up. Do grow. Make your hair grow thick, make your hair grow fast. Close this door real quick. So, for the first 2 weeks, only thing I was using was a do-grow and this right here, Hollywood Beauty Castor Oil. Shouts to my boy Young Wavy, he put me up on this. Hollywood Beauty Castor Oil was cheap. I bought it at the supermarket, it was like $3. The reason I was using this is, y'all know, this is my normal product, olive cream. Tried and true. If you ain't tried it, try it. It's cheap. I've always used it from the beginning. So, normally, I use this or this right here. Y'all all seen that. Y'all know what that is. Curly heads is smooth. Those are my two moisturizers that I like to use with a splash of this Way Bit Away butter. I like that. I really like that. I usually use that as my midday moisturizer. But I was finding that all this stuff, this creamy stuff, you know, olive cream, creamy stuff, really wasn't sticking with me too well. So I decided to give this a try. It's got a little bit of a different consistency. It's not creamy, it's more like a grease. And I was putting the olive cream in my head at first, and my scalp was like, shit was gone, that was it. I'm like, damn, I have to moisturize like 10 times a day. Use this if your hair low. It's got a little bit more greasy of a texture to it. Show y'all what that look like inside. You know, it's a little bit more greasy. You just need a little bit, but it's a little thicker. And I found that it was sticking with me longer, sticking with me all day. So I didn't, you know, I wasn't having to moisturize 3 or 4 times like I was with this. So I started using that. So, you know, first couple weeks, I'm using this once a day, maybe twice a day. Brushing 3 times a day with my softy. Y'all know I like hard brushes, but I'm not trying to brush my scalp. So, and y'all seen the video, I cut it down. I shaved it all off. So, was using my softy, going in with this. Brushing 2 to 3 times a day. I wasn't even wearing a do-rag. I wasn't wearing a do-rag at night. I was just brushing, trying to set the tone. Like I said before, setting the tone is very important. Especially when your hair first start growing. You're starting out, you just got scalp. Setting the tone is very, very important. Essentially, what I was doing with this is, as soon as I got that little bit of peach fuzz, I started brushing the way I want my waves to go. And what I'm doing is, I'm trying to get my hair to start growing in that direction. Because you can change the way your hair grows. You know, it can be done. It takes the work, you gotta put the work in, but I was brushing in the direction I want my hair to grow, because I want to get it going that way. That's how you're gonna get your waves to come in quick. Set the tone. The beginning is very important. You might not see waves developing, but you're putting in work, you're setting the foundation. Every good building needs a strong foundation. So, using that, you know, it's been 4 weeks since I cut it all off. I just got my first temple fade and line up. You know, I just let it grow naturally. Just brushing 2 or 3 times a day. I didn't start wearing a do-rag till about the 3rd week. Shampoo I'm using right now, that right there. I love this shit. My wife brought this home one day. She was like, I know you use olive oil products, you need to use that. So I tried it. I ain't used another shampoo since. It was made by Organic Root Stimulator, and you got all that extra bullshit in there. Little olive oil, little aloe, keeps your hair nice and soft. It smells alright. Been using that with the Hollywood Beauty cholesterol freaking moisturizer. Not moisturizer, conditioner. Y'all know what I'm saying. So far we got the, damn, I'm dropping shit. So far we got the Dew Grow, castor oil, shampoo. You know, I was shampooing once a week. I ain't got that much hair. Once a week. You know, I used to go about twice a week, but once a week, because I didn't really have no hair on my head. So, let me take this do-rag off, show you what we're working with. Man, 4 weeks. 4 weeks from baldy, and that's what we got. Some people say it take a couple months. You know, you put in the right amount of work, your waves gonna come in. It's been 4 weeks. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen the video. I posted the video the day after I cut my hair, and here we are 4 weeks later. So, after about the 3rd week, I've been going in with this for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. 3rd week, added in this, my premium. My premium, which I think is a little bit softer than the softy. I mean, it might be just because it's broken, because I had this one for a while. So I was going in, setting it with my softy, you know, get my moisturizer in. Wasn't using anything for hold. You don't need no hold. You ain't got no hair on your head. You'll be putting pomade in your head, clogging up your pores when you ain't got no hair in your head. All you need is a brush. So, a little bit of water, softy, then I start using the premium. Going with the softy for about a half hour, last 10 minutes, hit it with the premium. Once my hair started getting a little darker, then I incorporated my do-rag. Any do-rag will do. People talk about this do-rag better, that do-rag better. You have your personal preference, but any do-rag will do. Or right now, I mean, I got every kind of do-rag except for the Sue-rag. I got every other kind. I got so many waves do-rags. I got wave builder do-rags. I got no-name do-rags, colored do-rags, black do-rags. I keep them around. Especially I like to have, and I have one that I use for when I wash on my other do-rags. So about the 3rd week, I started wearing the do-rag to bed at night. So, for the first month, all I did was First I washed my pattern, washed the way my hair grew. Because you brush your hair in your natural major advantage of scalping yourself is that most people start trying to get waves and they got hair on their head. That's when you have trouble finding your crown. That's when you have trouble getting your pattern to connect because you don't know the way your hair naturally grows because you already got hair on your head, especially if you got a texture like mine. Your hair is nappy. You're never going to see how it grows. So I'm glad I scalped myself because apparently I've been brushing against the natural, even though my waves were spinning, I've been brushing against my natural growth pattern the whole time. That's why these waves are coming back easier and faster, because now I know, I got to watch my hair grow from nothing, and I know what my wave pattern is supposed to be. So we're going to see the results here in a couple weeks. Like I said, I'm only 4 weeks deep. So for the first couple weeks, Softy, Premium, Do Grow, help your hair grow back fast. Castor oil, promotes healthy hair growth, promotes thickness. Very good product. Only drawback of this, and every product has a drawback, I don't care what it is, I hate the way it smells. I can't fucking stand it, but whatever. It worked. So, moisturize, brushing, moisturize, brushing. Got to like 3 weeks, then it went moisturize, brush, do-rag. Moisturize, brush, do-rag. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Same thing over and over and over. So I'm going to keep y'all updated. I'm going to start this new video series. Damn, I can't hold nothing today. The first video series was called Come Walk With Me. We're going to call this From Baldy to Kingly. I'm going to tell you how to make that comeback. Matter of fact, you can't even call a comeback. I've been here for years. You got any questions, get at me. Hit me on my Facebook, Kurt White. Hit me on my YouTube, DSMBK1. Even if I can't answer the question for you, I'll either find out or I'll point you in the right direction. If we ain't got the same texture, I got somebody on my list that got every texture. I'll put you in connection with the right person you need to be with to get your waves where you want them. Let's go ahead and get this. Shouts out to all my other niggas out there who got scalped, I see y'all, but we gonna see where we at in a couple weeks. Y'all see where I am, where I'm at. I'm not gonna unveil the back yet because it's still under construction. Give me a couple weeks to work on that. Get at me on YouTube, DSMBK1. Get at me on the Crown Quality Products Instagram. Hit me on the Crown Quality Products Wave page. Any questions you got, any information you got, any information you need, or even if you think you want to give me a tip. I ain't never too good to take a tip from nobody. You think you want to get me a tip? Get at me. Send me a message. If you really need help, it's best to send me a message because I get so many notifications every day. Sometimes people get lost in the shuffle. But if you inbox me, I'll get back at you. It may not be the same day. I'm a busy man, but I promise I'll get back at you. This is your boy Kurt White. We gonna get up out of here, and we'll put out another video next week or something. Volume 2. We'll call this Volume 1. From Baldy to Kingly. Get at me.